Hello and welcome to episode 182 of WITM. And Andrew, following WrestleMania, is going to get the week off to recover. However, he is going to address the events of WrestleMania, where he defeated Corey in the 3 Stages of Hell series. So, Andrew's in the ring, microphone in hand. Let's listen in and hear what he has to say. And these are all Andrew's own words. I did not write this promo for him. This is what Andrew himself is saying following WrestleMania. All I can say is I did what I said I was going to do with Corey at WrestleMania. You know, it didn't have to come to the extent that it came to with Corey and myself, but every man has their breaking point. After I fought Corey at WrestleMania, I kept my promise and made sure that I rolled in the ambulance to the hospital with Corey. I saw the paramedics put him in with an IV in his veins as I was riding with him to the hospital. When I saw Corey laying there helpless, I felt two different feelings. First off, I felt bad that it had to come to that point, but the other side of me felt relieved that Corey's ego came crashing down on him. Corey, my friend, I helped you get signed into the industry. I helped make you, and unfortunately I helped break you. They say pride comes before the fall, but Corey, you took the biggest fall you could ever take, to the bottom of the NXT rankings. Austin Aries speaks. Andrew, I'm glad you defeated Corey at WrestleMania. I never doubted you for a second there, buddy. But now that that nonsense is finally over, there's a certain thing we need to discuss. Follow me backstage. Alright, so Andrew has addressed WrestleMania. It sounds like we are not going to be seeing Corey appear on NXT for quite some time. But Aries says he needs to discuss something backstage with Andrew. What could that be? As we sim ahead to Raw's portion of main event and look for our next WITM match, are we going to see Gerald in action on Raw's portion of main events? We are not. And so we will sim here. Alright, so Luke Harper defeats Darren Young. Enzo and Cass defeat the Hype Bros, who I have disbanded like half a dozen times because they're not a tag team anymore in real life, and yet the game keeps reassembling them. I don't get it. And Elias Sampson, a newcomer to Raw in real life, and so I added him to Raw in the game. He defeats Bobby Roode. Now it's time for SmackDown's portion of main event. And we will sim that as well. The Ascension defeats the Colognes. Billie Kay defeats SmackDown Women's Champion Eva Marie, so a non-title victory and 2 points up in the rankings. And Mickie James defeats Mandy Rose. And Andrew is going to be in action in his hometown of Grand Rapids, Michigan on 205 Live for our episode 182 match. Alright, so since we did not start with 205 Live, we will have to watch the intro, so we'll go ahead and do that now. Alright, and I'm actually, for a certain reason, going to edit this match. It may have a little something to do with what Aries was talking about. He's going to accompany Andrew to the ring for this match. And I actually need to do something first. There we go. So just bear with me a moment. And I'm feedbacking, so I need to plug in my other headphones. There we go. And this loading screen, though. Of course, right as I start the Jeopardy song, it loads. Okay. Be that way. Alright, so get the show started.
And what a great way to start us off. Singles action coming your way.
Alright, so we'll sim these other matches.
For the record books.
Graham Metalik defeats Sonny Lorcan. Andrade Almas defeats Akira Tozawa and Cedric Alexander. Mustafa Ali defeats Hideo Itami. Brian Kendrick defeats TJP. Noam Dar defeats Tommaso Ciampa. And now let's get underway with our episode 182 match. It's a non-title Cruiserweight match, singles match, but Andrew will be accompanied to the ring by his tag team partner, Austin Aries. Could it have something to do with what Austin said earlier that he needed to speak to Andrew backstage about? Let's find out. Andrew, accompanied by Austin Aries, and non-title Cruiserweight action, taking on Lince Dorado in the main event of 205 Live.
Don't change that channel. We have singles action coming up next. We have one of the best talents on the roster to date, taking on some tough competition.
Oh, man. I can't wait to see these two go at it.
Never wanted us to even come close to a chance in hell, but undoubtedly I look around and see we grow strong. Aries from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Weighing in at 150 pounds,
Cows aren't fun.
and one half of
We
the
eat to grow,
WWE
grow to die.
Cruiserweight
Gotta be it. Get the
NXT
hamburger
Tag
from.
Team Champion, Andrew.
Cows
Oh, I
well
can't
done.
wait to see this one. You know, it's going to be tough to beat last
Nobody's
week's Raw,
focused.
but matches
Nobody
like
knew.
this one might
No
just
one
help put it
imagined
over the
the
top.
great cow guru. Cows are one. He hid in the forest, read books with great zeal. He loved shaking.
And his opponent from Jersey City, New Jersey, weighing in at 165 pounds,
Oh boy, we're in for a treat tonight. Both of these superstars look geared up, ready to go. The fans have been demanding this one-on-one contest, and here it is.
All right, so a very interesting entrance for what used to be known as the AA Hardcore Cruisers. Now they call themselves Cows with Guns, and they come to the ring dressed in an animal mask. Andrew coming to the ring with a gorilla mask. Aries coming to the ring with a horse mask. Could that be what Aries had to speak with Andrew backstage about on NXT? I guess we'll have to find out more on the next edition of NXT. Meanwhile, we have a match on our hands, a non-title match. Andrew's first action since his victory over Corey in the 3 Stages of Hell series at WrestleMania. We'll see how he's recovered. Andrew targets the leg of Dorado and attacks the ankle. Andrew to the apron. Thought about taking flight, but elects not to. Stomp to the back.
I like it.
Reversal by Dorado. Stomp to the arm. And very nice maneuver there off the middle rope by Lince Dorado. Bulldog by Andrew. Stomp to the arm. Reversal by Dorado. Dorado goes for cover and Andrew powers out. Kick to the back. Stomp to the elbow. Forces Andrew to his feet.
That's cool. I like new stuff.
Roush up into the corner.
No, cut off at the last second. That was an
Hurricane Rana by Dorado.
great reversal.
Reversal by Andrew. And looks like the Cows with Guns play a little dirty. Aries bringing a chair into play. Diving cross body by Andrew.
God, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, you're not doing any damage with swings like that, but keep doing it. The freeze may give him a call.
Knee to the head. Roush up into the corner.
I don't know if we've seen that from him before. I mean, it's definitely a first tonight.
This is great. This guy will try anything.
Dorado to the top rope and
He's in a little bit of trouble now.
arm drag. The referee saw the chair. That's back outside.
These guys aren't giving
Drags
an inch,
Andrew
but
center
at some
ring.
point, one of them got to start pulling. And the cover for the win.
I'm a bit surprised that we saw a pin attempt here.
And
I don't
Andrew
think
powers
he's
out
done
at
nearly
2.
enough to get the 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I absolutely agree.
There's no keeping this guy down tonight.
Reversal by
Well, he
Andrew.
was able to reverse it and get out of that. Oh, this isn't good.
Rolling knee bar locked in.
Opponent is completely helpless to resist the submission hold. Oh man, does that look painful?
And reversal by Lince Dorado. Elbow strike by Andrew.
Few superstars are as dominant as this guy.
Reversal by Andrew.
Nice reversal.
Drags Andrew closer to center ring. Stomp to the back.
Are we going to see it?
Dorado with a cartwheel into a moonsault and nearly picks up the non-title upset over Andrew, but he powers out at 2.5. Now Dorado looking to take flight.
Taking a risk here.
And there's a moonsault off the top rope. Took something out of Dorado too though. Goes for cover.
For the win.
And he escapes with
Very nearly with the non-title upset.
Wow.
Dorado thought that was a 3 count, but the referee says no, this match continues.
A textbook
Uppercut
reversal.
by
Can he
Andrew.
follow?
Elbow strike.
He's inflicting some
And
serious
the
pain here.
suplex.
If he keeps this up, this
Stomp
will
to
be
the
over
back.
in no time.
The chest cavity can only withstand so much abuse before it collapses.
I hope we don't see that here. What a reversal.
Reversal by Andrew.
That is show-off time. Don't waste time gloating here. Look at those eyes. Oh, yeah, this could be big.
Andrew's thinking flatline, but reversal by Dorado. Putting on a really good match here against the Cruiserweight champion. Irish up into the corner.
Taking a bit of a beating so far, but nothing that can't be overcome. Oh, I think this man
And
means business.
launches Andrew off the top rope. Forces Andrew to his feet. Irish up into the corner.
Both of these competitors have so much resolve. It's going to take a minor miracle to keep one of them down.
Forces Andrew to the top rope.
Oh, a cardinal mistake there.
And again, launching Andrew with the head scissors.
All the way.
Now looking to take flight right in front of Austin Aries.
Getting some air here.
I need some
450 splash. Goes for
He
cover.
may get the 3 count right there.
Gonna be close. Man, he's gotta be running
And
on
still
it.
Andrew powers out. Dorado asks himself what's it going to take to keep down the Cruiserweight champion.
Stay in this one.
Reversal by Andrew.
Get out of that.
Forces Dorado to his feet. Punch. And locks in the rolling knee bar.
Very painful hold here. What's he gonna do? He looks absolutely unstoppable here. Watch
And
it.
Dorado's able to power out with his one free leg. Elbow strike.
He was able to reverse that.
Reversal by Dorado.
I can't help but think of his wrist.
Very nice maneuver there by Lince Dorado. Really put on a good performance against the Cruiserweight champion. Not easy to do.
That may have knocked the wind right out of him.
And he
Goes for cover.
This is it.
Andrew powers out at 2.
And he reversed it.
Reversal by Andrew.
Look at this. Could it be?
And again reverses the flat line. If Corey could have done that a couple of times, WrestleMania would have been very different.
Dishing out some serious punishment here.
This match has taken so
Dorado's
much
low
out
on
of this
stamina
guy.
though. Can he
He's not gonna give up.
capitalize?
But man, this has been physical.
Going to the top. High risk. Nice.
Dorado looking to take flight in front of Austin Aries. But Andrew's starting to get back to his feet and he jumps down. Andrew attacking the leg.
Tonight may not be his night, guys.
And Michael, given how evenly fought this has been up until now, this might
Forces Dorado to his feet.
But guys, he's hit his finisher
Roush
twice
up into the corner.
Once more might just do the trick for him. He's trying to fight back.
Andrew looking for his comeback sequence. And attacks with a running elbow.
Talk about defying the odds. The Roush gonna blow off this place.
Andrew again looking for the flat line, and again, it's reversed by Dorado. That's 3 attempts at the flat line, each of them countered by Lince Dorado.
Somehow, he's kicked it into another gear here tonight.
But Andrew still refuses to stay down.
He anticipated that.
Reversal by Andrew.
He's doing everything he can to get his bearings back here. Otherwise, this match could be over sooner.
Rolling knee bar locked in. That move has been utilized well by Andrew. He cannot connect to that flat line. Elbow strike. And Andrew's busted open. They want to put the mask back on. Forces Andrew to his feet. Roush up into the corner.
Nice reversal.
Great reversal.
Another amazing singles contest. These two never cease to entertain the WWE Universe. I don't think there's an area on that back that's
And
not suffering right now.
Kirana.
And when he wakes up in the morning, the only thing on his body that's not going to hurt is his pajamas.
Roush up into the corner.
There can only be one top dog here in the WWE.
Elbow strike.
And a win here will go a long way in solidifying one of these guys' claims of being the best in the business.
Good.
He thinks he has it.
1, 2. Oh, his body has to be broken right now.
Forces Andrew to his feet. Roush up into the corner.
What a great weekend of WWE action it's been so far, and it's only Saturday. We still have another day to go.
He took too much time, and boy, did he pay the price.
And again, launching Andrew from the top turnbuckle.
This match has taken
Dorado
so
has
much
dominated
out of this guy.
the majority of
He's
this
not gonna
match
give
against the
up.
Cruiserweight
But
champion.
man,
Could
this has
Andrew
been physical.
perhaps be suffering from the effects of that 3 stages of hell series at WrestleMania?
Nice reversal.
Hey, he's going for it.
And but here, don't ever count out the straight edge super vegan. There's the flat line. It does connect this time. And it's a victory for Andrew. Not the best of performances for him, but one flat line is all it takes to get the job done. And it's a victory for Andrew.
Fat and docile, big and dumb. They look so stupid, they aren't much fun. Cows aren't fun. They eat to grow, grow to die, die to be et at the hamburger fry. Cows well done. Nobody thunk it. Nobody knew
Here's
it.
your winner,
Can't imagine a great cow.
And he gets the
Ooh.
job done here tonight.
You know, without
Cows
a
are
doubt,
one.
he is among the most dominant guys on the WWE
He hid in the
roster right now.
forest, read books
Social
with
media's
great
been
zeal.
buzzing over
He
this
loved Che
match ever since
Guevara,
it began,
a
and now that it's
revolutionary.
over, I actually anticipated intensifying.
Cow say tongue. He spoke about justice, but nobody stirred. He felt like an outcast, alone. And
Alright, so a victory for Andrew, one half of the team now known as Cows with Guns. And so that means it is time for another rankings update, which I will do off screen. And then it'll be time for Monday Night Raw and Raw's portion of the Superstar Shakeup, where we're going to find out which SmackDown superstars are going to be making their way to Monday Night Raw. Could we see titles change hands? Could we see tag teams breaking up? Could we perhaps see Dalton make his way to Monday Night Raw? We'll have to wait and see what transpires as the face of the WWE will be changing. Which SmackDown superstars are making their way to Raw? We find out in the next episode. Until then, this is Corey, signing off.